Welcome to our first newest video. We're going to be getting into a few discussions around Mr. Beast, DanTDM, Logan Paul, KSI, VTubers and discrimination, Ubisoft, Twitch. We have all these terrible practices occurring right now around in the scenes. We have people coming out and demanding answers, making accusations. So many allegations and controversies have been spiraling. Even DanTDM himself, one of the OGs of YouTube, came out. We have Jacksepticeye siding with DanTDM, and unfortunately it's not the first time we had reports of corruption going on within Mr. Beast's crew and team that have been making videos for him as of recently. And we have KSI finally saying something to do with Prime after only just popping in for in commercials and such, and now he's just putting DanTDM and just trashing all over DanTDM, trying to get anything, like any sort of dirt on DanTDM, like pulling up something that DanTDM did like 9 years ago, for like a monthly commercial sponsor, which was done 9 years ago, which he hasn't done ever in a long time ever again. He kind of, and you see the thing is compared to the allegations and studies and controversies coming with Prime's products, like they're like lead in the bottles and such. And we also have, well, lunch leads being saying that they think it's more healthier, though the purpose was really lost, as it's still something that they want to sell the children for. Exactly what else is the purpose of? More money. And we also have community notes slapping and slamming a bunch of their tweets. They deactivated replies. Logan Paul deactivated his replies to his own tweets about DanTDM. DanTDM only made a single tweet as of this moment, as of September 6, no, 18, 2024. Going on and such, and VTubers are getting banned all over the place, getting false report claims. We got people swarming all over VTubers and sending things, and mostly Twitch staff, some admin there is targeting VTubers as well, and it's starting to get really problematic that I even had to make a 20-minute video discussing how some VTuber was taken off just for making a single comment when I see like full out models on Twitch streaming their bodies all over the place, with barely anything on, real life, real face, no censoring, going all over there. Meanwhile, cutesy VTuber gets smacked down. Innocent VTuber, for example, Fallen Shadow, the VTuber, Shondo, smack her down. The VTuber who's never been banned ever before, that has to support around 6 family members within her own home, which is really unfortunate that they could just say, oh, just because you're a VTuber, we're just gonna just ban you and unban you. Doesn't make any shrilling sense. And we also have Iron Mouse's channel, bot channel, being taken down, and people wondering how. It was mostly a report. And we've had hate reports, we have hate waves coming towards VTubers that don't exactly have a bigger voice, and those unfortunately go under the shadows and disappear. Unfortunately, we have VTubers suffering the consequences, and VTubers getting accused of adult related content that doesn't even exist. That's just what Twitch is assuming, and they've been getting highly sarcastic emails from Twitch as well after they are unbanned or banned, not even at least saying what exactly they were banned for. Again, and then there we have Ubisoft, where basically they are getting mass raided, and they were getting, basically players are backing them, putting them into a corner, saying that, hey, Ubisoft, you're mistreating everything, you don't care about games, you only want money, you've diverged with certain companies and such and that, and they're trying to control everything. Their stocks are going low. The camera is obviously flipped around, so it's supposed to go like this. I'm gonna do this. It's going like that. It's going. All the stocks is going down, and we've had video footage of Star Wars games showing very, very, very laggy, broken, buggy graphics, like NPCs not seeing you during you sneaking, broken blasters, characters clipping through the map. We've had looping animations being broken and randomly resetting in front of your own face. A game that you paid a lot of money for, just so you know. I didn't pay. I've so you know, anybody knows, I don't support Prime. I do not support lunch ladies. I do not even support Feastables. Going back to Mr. Beast, Feastables, their chocolate bars, you know, that thing that they tried to make more healthier than Hershey's. Now they're as unhealthy as Hershey's. They've changed the ingredients as of recently to a more sweetened type of certain chocolate, with quotation marks, and they tried making flavors in one such as the pizza in quotation marks, because you can't really take over the, you know, pizza as a concept and put a trademark on such. And we've also had their is nuts related chocolate as well. And VTubers, and again, in hand, these large ones, guess what? Iron Mouse is the number one, most, you know, most subbed to Twitch channel of all time as a current, I think this month or week or something. And I think there's also this thing to do with Brazil and X. We kind of, that people were kind of disappearing all over the place after X kind of was removed from Twitter. Brazil, let me rephrase that. Brazil, after Elon Musk decided to show no signs of anything. And we also have, let's see, we have Kamala Harris and Donald Trump coming up. Those two has been at battles. Twitter's, I'm gonna say X, and we could call it Twixter if you want. Has been currently, those two have been exploding. There's been constant back and forths of political waves going back in this and this and that. We have DanTDM, we have OG creators coming into the defense, we have people debunking and doing this and strat all over the place. We have animes, new ones are there. We have people remaking the Minecraft trailer over and over. We have people trying to get in contact with Twitch. VTubers come to Twitch and do that. And we have people making constant memes of basically the entire situation that's going on here. And yes, just like it says right here, I'm gonna see if I can switch my screen so that you guys can see what I mean. Alright, so basically start out with this right here. So basically this is where we went. Think of, I hope I'm on board as of recently, very quickly. This is DanTDM's response. He said, I think there's something that they said after Mr. Beast, KSI, and Logan Paul went out of the way to promote their new product. Eventually, a Lunchables competitor featured Prime, a Feastables chocolate, and a variation of certain foods. Of course, not exactly the most innocent decision choice based on business-wise. Business-wise, they went for business and they went for money instead of the care and health of their fans. But oh well. They said, "What happened to YouTubers, man? I cannot say anything anymore. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money simple. How does this benefit their fans? This is selling crap to kids who don't know better than to trust the people who are selling it to them. Do better." Then one of them went out of the way to go, looks like crap to me, and tries to bring something that DanTDM sells that are only toys, nothing food related, no lead, no random strange oddity behind it, just all of that, because even KSI has his own toy line. He says that, but as it says right here, not only has KSI worked with them before, the CEO of YouTube, Austin Long, got his start by managing the Sidemen and was an executive producer on their YouTube Red Show, containing many sources here. You guys can all go check it. You can go see it for yourself. KSI did a really bad take right there, bad move after really saying nothing about the situation genuinely. And well, look what he's got himself now. And now, Logan Paul, of course, the most vocal about everyone here, says, "I'll tell you what happened to YouTubers. We spent our lives creating content and building our brands. Now we want to build businesses. You don't say anything when Lunchables faces bans for allegedly containing lead, but when we create a better version, you're upset. Then don't eat it." Which is also a terrible take, because right here says Pride Hydration LLC was filed against for an act including lead on 3 separate occasions, with the third being on March 24th of 2024. At least DanTDM doesn't have lead in his stuff, and the only thing he kind of sells is only merch and things that he kind of had to work very hard with, and people he had to work with, and all of this other stuff in, you know, of course, history over the past amount of years since his OG reign on YouTube a long time ago. DanTDM has nothing and has done nothing really, not even close to the skill or related to the stuff they're doing. And their stuff actually genuinely can get somebody in very, 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 very severe situation. They could be sick, they could even die. but we're not gonna get there because that's been there, but it has been seen and has been recorded. And it says that commenting on Lunchables that findings while including a drink also known as lead inside a meal pack is very hypocritical, as it says. I think right after KSI also tried to get a hand on the entire situation by saying blah blah blah. He was talking about food. He was sponsored, then promoted and made a whole video on Munch Pack, a monthly sub box full of food and candy to his Minecraft audience full of kids. Now what? So he tries to make this point, but forgets the entire thing. You see that this was done 9 years ago, and well, nice try, man. I guess you wanna make beef with the DanTDM for 9 years ago, and it says right here that the reference video is over 9 years old on the DanTDM's second channel, More TDM. This was a one-off sponsorship where DanTDM was giving a free food package from Munch Pack to try unique food from around the world. This is clearly different from KSI's partnership with Lunchly. So before he can go try to compare himself to DanTDM's choice of why he was specifically sponsored for, please use a more solid reason and point. That's just gonna get you nowhere. You're clearly losing the battle here. Right after this also was around in the start. I think that Jacksepticeye finally said something as well. Right here we have Logan Paul also, continuing with what he says. I think 12 hours ago he tries to say. It says, well, some user references it up, and I think right here it says, he tries to back up what he says. It kind of corrects him right here. It says that, and it says, well, that's another lie. And he tries to at Elon Musk. I don't know why. Just because Elon Musk is, I don't know, because he can censor us, I guess, Elon Musk. But it says right here, this isn't a lie from Community Post. The commercially available 12 ounces, 355 milliliter Ice Pop Prime has a 500 milligram of potassium on its nutrition label. The 5 milliliter bottles are, I think, are 700 milligram potassium. 700 gram potassium equals around 497 gram potassium. Target, Walmart, front and nutrition label. I guess they kind of outdated this. Commuter know off the time. I think it's been a while. I did leave this kind of go on so that I don't accidentally, I don't want, we're gonna keep ourselves up to date. This situation gets even worse. This is the original post, and this is the KSI's post. And I think that's most of it. And of course, we won't forget. Logan Paul says that wow, we should cancel DanTDM and such. And I mean, Logan Paul's the only one that's been multiply attempted to get canceled on his own and on his own actions. We don't, I'm not gonna read this. I'm not gonna read this right here, but you could what we mean when we talk about the Logan Paul, that era Logan Paul, yeah. Well, there's something itself, right? DanTDM is super harmful for receiving a single sponsorship 9 years ago about a something from foods of all over the world, certain type of candy. And I guess right now we're here with the current post of iShowSpeed and his the 30 million subscribers, I guess, celebrating iShowSpeed. And this was the most recent post they made. Not really anything related because, of course, this is the brands or the brands kind of official Twitter page with him holding a Prime bottle really proudly. iShowSpeed, of course. Of course, he doesn't know. He's very young. He asked this person out online, but it's not really legit, genuine, legit. Also, it's just just the elephant in the room. Why is there multiple fingers on that? Why does he have multiple fingers in this image? If somebody could please explain that. Does iShowSpeed have? Does he have more than 5 fingers on one of his hands? I'm not sure. I don't know. I mean, what could this mean? I mean, this is the official brand thing. I tried searching it up online, and I haven't heard anything to do with iShowSpeed having this weird condition where he has multiple fingers. So, I kind of just don't know anymore. These guys are desperate. That now even this one image, it shows iShowSpeed holding this, but look at the fingers. You see that? Let me make this larger for you. Do you see this? I want to make this larger for you. What is that?